I need you to be on the lookout for me. I need your help. Because here I am this morning. I had a business networking meeting this morning. And I'm a few houses down from my house here on the East Hartford South Windsor line. And the neighbor comes out and says, "Hey, you better be careful. We just had a sighting of a bear." And, I have like an hour walk planned. And I'm like, "You gotta be kidding me." She's like, "Yep, they're looking for it now. I've actually seen some cops going back and forth." And then, kind of all went away. And so I was walking for the past hour or so, give or take. Here I am. And it was kind of weird because what I noticed is every few houses I kind of heard, I heard dogs barking. Which, I walk this quite often. Hey, Dan. Hey, Tripper. Hey, Nardi. Thank you so much for joining us. I do walk this quite often, and I really never heard that many dogs. So I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, maybe there is a bear around here. I got to be extra careful. And started making me think about dogs. Started making me think about my little puppy, my little dog. He's not a puppy anymore, Rolo. He's 12 years old, but he's pretty awesome. And of course, it brings me back to the wonderful world of real estate. And yesterday, I actually went to bed feeling a little bit of respiratory issue. Now, don't get me wrong. I love dogs. I have one myself. But I think in this house that I showed yesterday, they probably had a couple of dogs. And they had cats, too, because I saw a litter box. And the smell in the home was absolutely terrible, right? The cleanliness because of that pet in that home was absolutely terrible. Keep a lookout for me and see if you see any bears or anything, right? So it got me to thinking, you know what? Hey, Marcos, thank you so much for joining us. Anella, Kate, Shannon, appreciate it. Got me thinking, I need to have a discussion, and I do have this discussion with many of my home sellers. Easy for you to say, right? With many of my home sellers, I do have this discussion. But maybe other real estate agents are not. Maybe other real estate agents are not being straightforward, and maybe they're not all being willing to be very, very honest with their clients and letting them know what's going on in their household. So I figured, let me give you some tips. Let's talk a little bit about the wonderful world of pets and selling your property, right? So first of all, you need to clean, right? We are talking about the easy things like taking out a vacuum and vacuuming up the hairs, vacuuming up the dander all over the floor, all over the furniture, right? Making sure that, you really don't have to worry about the hairs. Like, you're walking into a home and you brush up against a couch and all of a sudden you have all kinds of hairs from the pet on your clothes. Buyers don't want to see that. Buyers don't feel comfortable. It does not make them want to offer the most money possible. Second of all, deodorize. All right, now, don't go for that vanilla candle. Don't go for your favorite melon fruity tooty candle or deodorizer or spray. You need to get an enzyme spray. Hey, Jay Howell, Norma, Joe. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much for joining us. You need to get a deodorizer enzyme spray. So, I know that one company, I don't make any money off of them, but called Nature's Best, right? They make an enzyme spray, which is really pretty awesome. You can go to Home Depot, Walmart, Amazon. Make sure it has a pet enzyme spray, especially when it comes to cats at the very most, because, there is a very unique scent, and there's a very unique enzyme that's the only thing that will get rid of that scent. And it's not really expensive. You're talking maybe anywhere between $10 and $20 a bottle that will do the trick. If you have some real cat problems, you might have to do it all over the home. But do it. Do it for your own sake. Do it for your family's sake. Do it for you getting the most money for your property and making people want to make offers quicker, especially if that's what you're looking to do. All right? So, what we talked about is cleaning. We talked about deodorizing. And then lastly, I think is a great tip for you, if you're thinking about selling and you have pets, is depersonalizing your property, your home. Well, what do you mean, Rob? I live in here every day. Hey, thank you so much for the likes and shares, my friends. Sunshine, Besnick, Rob, Christian, thank you so much. Really appreciate you all. Depersonalize. Well, how do you depersonalize your home? Well, you really want to make sure, that people don't notice or feel like it makes an impact that you have a pet in your home. There might be a buyer that comes along and they love dogs. But guess what? You know who they really love? Thank you so much for the likes, my friend. Siri, Poppy, Rob, User, 500, Teddy. And I appreciate any shares you have as well. So these buyers, they might love dogs. They love cats. But you know what they love is they love their dog. They love their cat. They're not necessarily looking to fall in love with your pet. And some people will be absolutely turned off thinking that they will never be able to live in that home if there was a cat or dog there earlier. So, it's best, and I know it might be some extra work for you. You might be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I need to spend all this extra time. But we're talking about some very easy tasks in order for you to make the most money possible. So number one, before a showing, put away the bowls. Put away the dog bowls, right? They don't have to see those. Put them in a cabinet or a closet really quick. Put away the litter box. Okay? Even before you put the home on the market. Hey, Charles, Maria, Rob, thank you so much for your likes. Really appreciate you all. Even before you put the home on the market, look for scratches or maybe your dog gnawed on the trim work, right? Look for damage that the dog has done to the home and make sure that you make those repairs so that when they're walking through the home, these potential buyers, they don't even know that you ever even had a pet, right? It doesn't become part of the showing. It doesn't impact the showing. It's not something they're thinking about. You see, it should be an insignificant part of your life that you have that pet during the real estate showings. I know you love your pet. I love my pet, like I told you. I pretty much always grew up with a dog. But if I'm putting my house on the market and I want to get the most money possible, I'm going to do everything I can. Hey, Josephine, Betty, Fertita, Baby G, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to do everything I can in order to let people know. So just a little recap from Rob Rosa concerning pets, concerning watching out for me if there's a bear around here, and I'm serious about that one. Make sure you do your cleaning. Make sure you do your deodorizing. And then lastly, make sure you do your depersonalizing. So once again, my friends, we're here. It's the beginning of the week. I wish all of you the best. I am available even for nationwide real estate networking. I have that available to me. I am available to talk about credit repair. I'm available to talk about mortgage. I'm available to talk about the real estate class. So if there's ever anything, no hassle, no obligation, you want a free copy of my book, all you need to do is direct message me or give me a call directly or email me, and we can get together and talk. So this is Rob Rosa, hopefully your favorite real estate broker. Sign it out, my friends. God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.